Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about a tool that can help you expand the amount of lenses that you're currently using with your Micro Four Thirds camera system. Today we're talking about the Viltrox EF to Micro Four Thirds speed booster / focal reducer. For those that might be unfamiliar with what this adapter is and what this adapter does, this lens adapter helps you to adapt older style lenses such as the Canon EF lenses to your Micro Four Thirds camera system. It's the competitor to the Metabone Speed Booster, which goes for approximately $600. You could get the Viltrox adapter for approximately half that price. The manufacturer Viltrox does make this adapter for a number of different manufacturers of lenses, but today's video will be speaking specifically on the Viltrox Canon EF to Micro Four Thirds mount. So you might be wondering why you just can't put the lens on the camera itself without using the adapter. If you look at this chart I'm going to put up on the screen right here, the box that's outlined in the green is the APS-C sensor size, and the box that's outlined in the red is the Micro Four Thirds camera sensor size. Now, there's quite a bit of a size difference, if you'll notice, in that the area of the APS-C sensor, that is way bigger than the Micro Four Thirds sensor. So what's going to happen if you use this without an adapter? You're not going to get that full image that's coming through the lens, and it's not going to get the full image onto the sensor. What this adapter does is it helps to focus that light that's coming in, and it puts it into more of a narrow beam, and then that light there hits the sensor and you're able to get the full image. Also, by that reducing that focal length and narrowing the beam, you're also gaining one full stop of light. So this is a bonus for anybody that's using these Micro Four Thirds cameras, because they know themselves that these cameras aren't the greatest when using them in low light situations. They're gonna be the best if you're having light or if you're adding external light sources. This adapter's been on the market for a few years now. It's not really new, and you could find other tutorials and videos online that talk about this as well. I'm making this video in response to a comment that I received from a longtime subscriber that goes by Rave Brave. So here you go, pal. Hopefully this info is useful to you, and happy filming. Now, when you adapt these lenses, some of them are going to have autofocus capabilities. When you're using that with your Micro Four Thirds camera system, you might not get the greatest autofocus reliability from that lens. This is because these are two different camera manufacturers, and the camera might have a little bit of difficulty relating that information from the camera to the lens. Generally, what I would do if I'm not using the autofocus, which I rarely do with these Micro Four Thirds camera systems, I'll use the autofocus just to gain focus one time, and then from there I can set the camera into manual focus and know that I have my subject in focus, and as long as I'm keeping the distance, the exact distance from the camera, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Most people that are already using these Panasonic Micro Four Thirds camera systems, they're familiar with the autofocus drawback that these cameras have. Let me know down in the comments if you're using adapted glass with your Micro Four Thirds camera system. What type of adapter are you using, and what type of adapted lenses are you using with your system? Let us know down in the comments, and let's spark up some conversations. So one thing to keep in mind when you're using these lenses with this adapter, to figure out your full frame equivalent, you're going to need to times the focal length of your lens by the 0.71, and then you're going to times that answer by the 2 times crop factor, and this is going to give you your full frame equivalent if you're wanting to know what your full frame equivalent was. Back in 2020, I purchased my Viltrox EF M2 adapter with the Sigma 18-35 to use with the G85 as well as my G85. I have to admit that since getting that Viltrox adapter, I haven't really been using that much Micro Four Thirds lenses with my camera systems. I've been more or less using the adapted glass because of the range that I can get. I liked how the look I was achieving with the adapted glass better. That's going to wrap up this video here, guys. If you're interested in checking out more videos on the G85, you could check out this playlist right here, or you could check out this one for a video that YouTube thinks you might like, and I'll see you over there. All right.